What is going on, button pushers? Welcome to the channel. If you guys watched my previous video on a lens like this, the Helios 58mm, then you might have a little bit more background on the lens itself. I'm gonna really bounce off of that video back and forth with this one. So if you guys want to check out that video first, make sure you guys check it out, and let's get started. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is David. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let's just jump straight into the lens. So honestly, I'm just gonna say that I do prefer the 58mm mod over the 37mm mod because for some reason it just looks a lot better. So we're gonna talk straight about the issues before we get into the good things about this lens. For some reason, the focal distance is a little bit weird on the lens. It is a little far, so when you're focusing as close as possible, so like if something was right in front of me, it requires a good amount of distance, maybe like a good, let's say, I don't know, 2-3 feet, and that is a lot of distance between you and the subject. So if you're looking for something to get some close distance, that is the closest you're going to get to the subject, and that is very annoying and shouldn't be a thing. Next thing, you are going to have a little bit of a darker image due to the artifact that's added in the back of the lens, keeping light from entering the lens completely. So it's going to be darker at 2.8 than a different lens would be at 2.8. So that's just something to keep in mind, because when I was shooting at my night scene, I had to bump the ISO up to like 6400. So that's something to keep in mind. But honestly, aside from those two issues, it is a pretty good lens. It comes with a hood that allows you to adapt 77mm filters onto it, as well as a custom focus wheel adapter thing that really increases the throw of the lens and allows you to use a follow focus. The throw on this is really nice. It's really smooth, and honestly, it is just good. Just like the previous lens, it's just the same thing, and it's really nice to have. The aperture wheel is very smooth as well, a little bit better than the 58mm actually. So how do the flares and the oval bokeh work on this lens? So it is the same thing as the 58, but I feel like because it's at a wider focal length, the flares aren't as nice, and the oval bokeh actually isn't as oval as it could be. It's pretty circular in my opinion, but honestly it still is a good lens, but the 58mm is a lot better. So the flares on the 37 are very small and kind of not as good as the 58, but the 58 stands out a lot and it works well. Yeah, so this comes in at $250 US dollars, and honestly I feel like still the 58mm is a definite bang for your buck, and it is a lot better in my opinion. So if you guys are looking for something more anamorphic mod, you can use the 58. The only downside about the 58 is I feel like it's too tight on a lot of different sensors, especially if you're using a crop sensor or Super 35 sensor. It's very tight shot. So maybe using the 37 with something like that could be a little bit more improvement, but at the same time, that focal distance issue is something to be taken into account, and that's one of the reasons why this lens is kind of tough for me, because I can't really, focus on a subject that far away, and it's just a lot of trouble focusing. But if you guys are interested in purchasing the lens, check out the link in the description below. You can find it here, and this is the seller that I'm actually working with, and he sent me this lens, and yeah, it was really nice of him. So thank you, Retro Photo House, for sending me this lens. I really appreciate it, and your lenses are amazing. Good mods, I love it. And anyways, that's all for today's video, guys. It's a super quick one because honestly it's just the same kind of mod as the 58 Helios, bouncing back and forth. Here's some test footage. It's just the same concept. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep pushing buttons, guys. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button, and drop me a comment below. Let me know what do you think about this lens in comparison to the 58 Helios. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.